This next alumna has had a successful, well-respected 30-year career in social work.
Yolanda Partida's story is one of determination. The daughter of farm workers, marriage at 19, 2 children by age 21, and then 4 college degrees and a successful career in healthcare. Yolanda completed 2 degrees in social work at Fresno State. After beginning work, she earned master's and doctoral degrees in public administration. Yolanda was Director of Social Services at Valley Children's Hospital, a Fresno County Senior Administrative Analyst, and then promoted to Assistant Administrator for the county's Valley Medical Center. She was a public health administrator in San Diego and a leader on U.S.-Mexico public health projects. Yolanda retired in 2010 as Assistant Adjunct Professor for the Fresno Medical Education and Research School of the University of California, San Francisco, and as Director of Hablamos Juntos, a foundation-funded national program to improve communication between patients and physicians across language barriers. She's a board member of the California Institute for Nursing and Healthcare and Valley Public Television, an alum and vice president of Fresno Leadership Class 4. Dr. Yolanda Partida and her husband Daryl Hanoyan's children are Bridget, married to Ken, Lorena, Aaron, Megan, and a second Aaron married to Marzette. They enjoy 4 grandchildren, Yasmin, Nico, Gavin, and newly arrived Ezekiel.
On behalf of the Division of Graduate Studies, it's my pleasure to present the 2014 Outstanding Alumna Award to Yolanda Partida, escorted by Dean Sandra Whitty.
Thank you. Sorry, Nico, I didn't know they weren't going to have a picture of you, baby. I want to first give thanks for having the opportunity to be up here and to be recognized, and the opportunity to say these few words. First, I'd like to thank my family who is here and friends who have also joined us tonight, beginning with the loves in my life, my daughters Bridget and Lorena, and Aaron, my son. They have been my inspiration and the source of my strength. Also at our table is my son-in-law, Ken, and my grandchildren, Yasmin, who you saw a couple of pictures of, Nico and Gavin, and Ezekiel, who isn't here. My husband, Daryl Hanoyan, who gives me all the room in the world to be who I was born to be, and there's no greater gift than that, and his sister, Linda. At the next table is my sister, the oldest of 3 sisters and 2 brothers, who could have been a renowned chemist or a scientist if her education had not been cut short. Her daughter, my niece, Melissa, Ramey, her husband, both Fresno State alum. One of my oldest and dearest friends, Danielle, who was just a kid when we met almost 40 years ago and a Fresno State grad. My good friend Sherry and her husband Russ, both Fresno State alum. A special thanks to the School of Graduate Studies, Dean Witt, and Desa Bellier, who, not for her, I wouldn't be up here tonight, and a dear friend of mine from Monterey, Irwin, and Jane, who I know is here in spirit, who's always cheered me on, and a shout out to my leadership friends who have been rooters and supporters for 26 years, nearly all of them Fresno State grads. And now to the students in the audience, and that's really who I'd like to address. You're here tonight. That you are here tonight means that you've already drank the Kool-Aid. You know that you are on a life-changing journey. There's no magic formula or right door to walk through. You just need to take one step at a time and not stop until you are satisfied. At your age, no one, least of all me, could have imagined that I would be standing here with 2 masters and a doctorate. But as they say, even the longest journey begins with the first step. That you are here at this event says that you are already on the right track. Unlike me, on the last day of my high school, when my typing teacher asked what we were doing after high school, I told them, find someone to marry. No one had ever suggested anything other than that. But that summer, I met Mr. Garcia, a total stranger, who introduced me to the local junior college and suggested that I attend. Imagine that. My parents, who were scared for me, had candles burning nonstop to ward off the evil spirits and get this crazy notion out of my head. Truly, I was in foreign territory, and I will not kid you, it was not easy. I was totally not prepared, and my first semester earned me a 1.0. Yeah, not cool. The next semester, I made the dean's list. 6 years later, I graduated from Fresno State with pretty close to a 4.0 GPA, and I figured out college takes hard work. By then, an old familiar friend. But the road was not a straight line for me. At the urging of my mother, I got married on my 19th birthday, and that is what good Latinas do. Having babies is what God made girls for, my dad would say. Today, he is the greatest champion for college. But after having 2 daughters, one right after the other, 11 months apart, it dawned on me. I would be their most important role model. What would they learn from me? And then to add motivation, my son came along 10 years later. It's not a matter of luck or even money. It's about hard work and perseverance, taking one step at a time. To my own children, I would say, make friends with work because it will be with you for the rest of your life. Every assignment, every book that you read is the beginning of a new adventure to discover what you can do. The hard work you are doing now does not end when you graduate. In whatever job or assignment that you take on, learn how to do it better than anyone else and to discover what brings out the best in you, and then do that. If you find what you love and learn to do that well, the money will follow. This takes courage. It means listening deep within and having faith that whatever comes your way, you will figure out how to make it work for you. It's not an easy road, but it is a road worth taking. The best of luck to all of you. Sí se puede.